Hello everybody, back again with another video. Hope you're doing well, hope your life's going well, hope this week has gone well for you, and hope that today has gone well for you. Today is Tuesday, it is November the 25th, 2025, it is about 7:52 p.m. Central Standard Time, and hope that y'all have had a wonderful Tuesday, a wonderful work week, and I hope it's been a productive and a non-stressful work week for you so far. Of course, this week I definitely hope that you have a shortened work week this week with Thanksgiving and Black Friday coming up. But of course, if you work in essential job, hopefully you're getting paid overtime or double time. As for me, I'm doing pretty good myself. Had a pretty good work day, a pretty chill work day. Worked about 10 hours a day, which is fine, it's all good. Nothing too out of the ordinary. But today, man, I tell you, some of the things that I see people do while driving out on the road and stuff, it just makes me scratch my head and wonder, like, where did they get their license from? Do they even have a license? Like, are they even like qualified to drive that car? Like, do they actually have a license? Because, man, when I tell you the dumb stuff that I see people do, and this is while I'm driving an 18-wheeler too. This isn't even when I'm driving some car. I'm in an 18-wheeler, and man, I tell you, people, they don't care. They don't care. People will cut you off. Even though I can't stop as fast as a car when I'm driving an 18-wheeler. I had somebody, and this was towards the end of the day today. Basically, what happened was I was in one lane, right? There's a car in front of me. Now, the lane next to me was an open lane, but there was another 18-wheeler coming, and so the car, I don't know what they were trying to do. All of a sudden, they just braked and stopped. They stopped, and then they put their signal on to try to switch lanes. I don't know what came upon their mental to where they felt the need to just randomly stop in front of me like that. But they put their signal on to get over in the next lane, and they started to get over until they saw that another 18-wheeler was coming. And I'm like, I'm lost for words. Like, what is this person doing? And they almost got hit, man. And this was in a car. They almost got hit by that 18-wheeler that was coming up next to me. And I don't know what they were doing. Like, and then they got back in their lane. Then eventually they started moving, and then there was a right turn coming up, and so they turned right, and I had to turn right as well because I was trying to get to my next destination. And they just randomly just busted a U-turn. Like, they stopped again and then busted a U-turn and went like the other way. And I don't know if it was because they missed their destination, like they were trying to get over on the other street to get to their destination, realized they couldn't, and so they decided to make the right turn and then like bust a U-turn. I think that's what they did, but I'm like, what goes through a person's mind to think that that's the appropriate action to take? This is why I think that, sometimes I think that there should be continuing driver's ed out here. Like, maybe once every maybe 3 to 5 years or so, you should be required to go through a refresher driving course, because they don't do that right now. And I really think that that's very needed out here, because it's insane that the things that I see people do. It is insane. It makes me believe that many of these people, they don't even have a driver's license, and it's bad. Seems like it's getting worse too. All these phones and stuff. You see everybody texting and driving nowadays, and so it's. I really think that's a good idea. Creating like a refresher course every 3 to 5 years that everybody has to take. I wouldn't mind doing that if it keeps the roads safer. I wouldn't mind it. Because I just see so much nonsense out on these roads, man. I tell you. Oh man. Anyway, let's get off of that. Let's talk about bananas. Some of the healthiest fruits you can find. I took my lunch at a Walmart. Went in real quick and bought a bunch of bananas, and I have a couple of them here. I always use these for my smoothies as a base, because they make the smoothies like creamier. But bananas, I really like bananas. I like all fruits, but this one's special because of the fact that it really helps not only with the creaminess of smoothies, but the sweetness. It does help to bring out that sweetness that comes with the smoothie, along with the other fruits that are added in. And I do like sweet smoothies, and so I usually do one banana. I used to do two, but I think it's a little excessive, especially with me adding berries. I mean, if you do some berries and then you add a banana, a lot of times the smoothie will come out pretty sweet. Every now and again, I'll eat a banana by itself, but I usually use them in my smoothies. Bananas, they usually go bad pretty fast, and so usually like a yellow banana like this, it'll go bad within about 5 or 6 days. It'll be pretty much browned, and so these are a fruit that you have to eat relatively quickly. And I don't believe you can freeze these either. It's not like berries where you can just freeze them or something like that, I mean, you can, but I mean, I've never tried it. I don't know how they would taste. But yeah, let's talk about bananas, the nutrition facts. So for banana, it says banana based on a medium-sized banana. I think this is about a medium-sized banana, don't you think? About a medium-sized banana. Nutrition facts. For one medium banana, we have 105 calories, 27 grams of carbohydrates, 14 grams of sugar, which is the natural fruit sugar, right? And with natural fruit sugar, it's different because it doesn't, like, your body doesn't absorb that sugar as fast because it's fiber wrapped sugar. It's not, that processed stuff. Let's see. Dietary fiber, 3.1 grams. Protein, 1.3 grams. Fat, 0.3 grams. Didn't know it had 0.3 grams of fat. So for vitamins, we have vitamin B6, vitamin C, we have folate, riboflavin, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, pantothenic acid, vitamin B5. We also have 422 milligrams of potassium, definitely a good source of potassium. Magnesium, manganese, copper. Let's see. It's telling us that it's high in potassium, good source of soluble fiber, contains antioxidants, no cholesterol, of course, no sodium, and almost no fat. The carbs turn from resistant starch when green to natural sugars as they ripen. I guess that sorry, I ran out of space on my phone, but I was saying that I guess that's why when a banana's green, it's not sweet. But when it's yellow, it's sweet. That's interesting. Anyway, let's do a quick taste test. We'll go over some facts about bananas. This is it's a good banana because it's not very brown. I mean, you have one little brown spot there, but you know, it's a good banana. So we're gonna go over some facts about bananas. We're gonna do 25. I thought about 50, but I'm like, maybe that's a little too much. So we'll do 25. And this banana here, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Has that flavor. A lot of people don't know that the original banana had like bigger seeds. Like this isn't actually a true like original banana, and you won't find them in the stores. But even this type of banana is still quite healthy, and so very sweet. Oh, and I forgot to do the ingredient list. So the ingredients. Wait a minute now. There is no ingredient list. It's only one ingredient. Banana. Had to throw that in there. But 25 facts about bananas. Let's go. Number 1, bananas are berries, botanically speaking, but strawberries aren't. Strawberries have berry in the name, but they're not actual berries. When you look at a banana, you wouldn't think of a berry. Number 2, the banana, quote, tree is not a tree. It's actually the world's largest herb. You know, I really wish that I had enough land so I can grow my own food. Like, that would be so awesome, because then you don't have to worry about the fruits or vegetables or whatever you're growing being sprayed with all these different toxic pesticides and stuff like that, which they usually spray on fruits and vegetables. All these toxic whatever they spray on them, on these crops. You know, so a lot of times with the big farms, you know, they got the little airplane thing that sprays them. You know, so it's just not a good situation. I am someone who is a big advocate for people to grow their own food if it's possible. I mean, I understand, you know, if you're living in an apartment or some other sort of situation, you might not be able to do it. But if you got land, it's definitely a good idea to grow your own, you know. And And think about it. I mean, if you grow your own food, you're really not paying for it, right? Like, think about it. Why are we paying for what grows in nature? It's just that's always baffled me. Like, you're paying for an apple, an orange, but I understand at the same time because I know somebody going, whatever. I understand at the same time, especially when we live in a economic system like capitalism or any sort of economic system. You want an equal exchange, right? If you give something, you must get something in return. So you give whatever corporation that's selling these a couple of dollars, and they give you a bunch of 6, 7, 8 bananas. So, it is what it is, though. Let's see. Oh, number 3. Bananas are the most popular fruit in the world, beating apples and oranges. Did not know that. Most popular fruit in the world. Number 4. Average American eats about 90 bananas a year. Number 5. The most common type is the Cavendish banana, which dominates global markets. Cavendish banana. What does that even look like? I wonder if it's the one that I have right now. Cavendish banana. I'm just seeing what it looks like. Okay, it basically looks like the one I have. So I'm guessing this is a Cavendish banana. All right. So, number 6. Cavendish bananas are clones, meaning almost all of them are genetically identical. Number 7, because they are clones, they are highly vulnerable to disease. A previous variety, the Gros Michael, was wiped out by a fungus in the mid-1900s. Did not know that. The Cavendish is currently threatened by a new fungus called Tropical Race 4, TR4 fungus. Number 10, bananas naturally produce radioactive potassium, number 40, but the amount is harmless. I did hear somewhere that bananas were slightly radioactive. Naturally radioactive. But it's not enough to do anything, though. Got another one. Let's see. The name banana is believed to come from an Arabic word meaning finger. Number 12. A cluster of bananas is called a hand. And each individual banana is called a finger. So they classify this as a finger. That's interesting. Bananas float in water. Number 13. Bananas float in water because they're less dense than water. Number 14. Bananas ripen faster when placed next to other fruits because they emit ethylene gas. Interesting. Number 15. Bananas can help stabilize blood sugar because of their fiber content. And that's what I was saying. Because they're high in fiber, your body isn't absorbing all that sugar extremely fast, So yes, they have sugar in them, but it's the natural fruit sugar that's fiber wrapped. Number 16, they're one of the few fruits that can ripen after being picked. Interesting. Didn't know that. Number 17, green bananas are higher in resistant starch and lower in sugar than ripe yellow ones. Number 18, banana peels are edible. They are? Didn't know that. Banana peels are edible and are used in cooking in many cultures. Number 19. I was thinking about that. I'm like, I would attempt to eat this just to see what it tastes like, but I didn't wash it. And I don't know how many pesticides are sprayed on this, so I'm not going to eat it. Let's see. Number 19, bananas are grown in over 150 countries worldwide. Number 19, I just read that. Number 20, India is the largest producer of bananas globally. Number 21, bananas were first domesticated around 7,000 years ago in Southeast Asia. Number 22, a single banana plant usually produces only one bunch in its lifetime. Number 23, bananas bruise easily because they have soft cell walls and high moisture content. Number 24, there are over 1,000 banana varieties, though only a few are widely sold. And it's crazy because that's true for a lot of fruits. Like, there are so many apple varieties. Sorry, I actually once again ran out of storage space. But what I was saying is there's a lot of varieties of fruits in this world that many of us don't know about because they're not sold in the stores. And so, that's something to something that's interesting. A lot of fruits, certain types of fruits are only sold in like certain parts of the world and stuff like that. And so, yeah. Number 25, bananas were once considered exotic and expensive, especially in Europe in the 1800s. All right, so that is 25 facts about bananas. The bananas were good. I finished them. Well, this one I still got a little ways to go, but that is all right. But that's bananas. Anyway, I do thank you all for watching. I hope that you are relaxed, and I really do hope that you stay tuned for more videos.